Hello, everybody. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Senior Whopper Blopper.
No, you're not. You're mousy.
But one thing for sure, I'm not mousy. Your mom wanted more Senior Whopper Blopper. So here I am. We're going to talk about the cameras. We're going to talk about charging the cameras. We're going to talk about memory cards and transporting the memory cards to the PC. We're going to talk about storage of the video after it's been transferred to the PC. We're going to talk about why have multiple cameras. We're going to talk about what are your positions on the boat. We're going to talk about a little bit of the film editing and some pointers to help you out when you're doing more than one camera. So, I hope you enjoy today's show. And thanks for being here.
Right here is we have the AKA SO camera. It's a camera that I got off Amazon. It came with everything you need: 2 batteries, remote control. But basically, what I found out with this camera is that if I just put 1 battery in and turn it on, and I'll get 72 minutes of reliable video. And that's pretty good. I use this camera back here. It sits on my safety flag, and it's kind of a fail-safe camera. So if I miss a shot on any of the other cameras, I might be able to get a better shot, or might be the only camera I can get a shot on. This camera has really bailed me out a couple of times. You know, I may get more of these. It's for very reliable video. It's not the same quality as a GoPro, but it's a lot more reliable video. I don't get the beeps or anything out of it. All I do is just turn it on and it's going to go 72 minutes. That's not a bad deal. This is what I call a mini GoPro 3 right here. And I use the remote to control it. I also use the remote for mini GoPro number 4. So when I push the remote, both cameras start recording. This camera and GoPro number 4, they're more of different angles on once I have a fish hooked or something happening in the water, I'll turn those on. They do not run all the time. It's just catching different video. This is where GoPro camera number 4 goes. It's a mini GoPro. And again, they work together. I'll show you a video of we've got a turtle video that the front camera couldn't get it very well when it was close to the boat, but the back camera did. It's for that kind of stuff. And it gives very good video when it's working. This here is GoPro number 2. And it is back up to GoPro number 1, which is my main timeline. And the reason for it is my main timeline is because it's on all the time, and so all the videos will follow the audio portion of that and sync up to the right time. This one that we're looking at right now is it's a backup to that, and the reason why I need a backup is because number 1, the battery will definitely run out, and number 2, there's a good chance it'll be too hot, and the camera will shut down for being too hot. So, and usually they happen about the same time. So what I'll end up doing is I'll take the battery out, let it cool down for a bit, and I'll be running with this camera that we're looking at now as a timeline camera. If nothing happens on, while it's on duty, then I can continue using the GoPro that's on my hat, GoPro number 1. Have some wind today, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay, this camera right here on top of my head, this is the main timeline camera. It also has a multimedia kit, what they call it, but what that really is you have an option to hook up different types of microphones to this. And now that we've seen the cameras and we know or why I have placed them where I have, I'm going to show you an example of why I like to use the different angles. Now, this is Adobe Premiere Pro 2023. It's the video editing software I use. And down here, I've got the videos stored for my cameras. And this is a shot from Mini GoPro 3 right here. And this is the time that frame was taken. And so when you use this this time frame right here, you can go find other video. But if you notice right there, I can't really see what I caught because it's kind of hidden by the kayak itself. So if I back up a bit, it starts to come visible there. I'm clicking on the manual reverse button, but I don't want to do this frame by frame. I'm going to go ahead and go back a little bit more. But as you see there, the turtle there is coming in, but I come back here, I'll hit the play button. The turtle, that's not good. Now I'm going to find another angle, and I'm going to go look at Mini GoPro 4, which is in this folder right here. And the time frame I'm looking for is 9/17. So I'm going to come over here to the columns that show the here are the times I'm looking for. That's 9/17. So it's probably going to be this video right here. I only got a minute of that. Whew. All right. Let's see what we got here. GoPro, start recording. All right. Can't tell what this is. Oh my God! No, it's a turtle. It's a different view. But you'll notice that when it comes up against the kayak, I can see it a bit better. And I'm actually gonna, remove the flip. Figure out how to grab that sucker. I think I got a plan here. Not 100% sure it'll work, but we'll try it. Try to grab that damn head. I don't want to hit the line with my pliers, because that would just force me to retie it. And I just didn't have that kind of time right there. There, right underneath the head. Got it. Pull the hook out. right, that was that angle right there. Now, I have other video out there, I think. So I'm going to go into the other video folder. Here's GoPro 2. We're looking for 917. This time right here, this 12. So look how that's actually a little bit later. And this one is, I can catch it at the tail ends right here, I think. This one ends at 9:17:12. All right, we don't want that because we haven't got the turtle yet, so we want this one. And we'll hit play, see what we got. Wow. Looks like that was after the whole thing there. I don't think this one's going to have it either. No. Let's check GoPro number 1. 9:16 to 9:18. This might have something here. Let's see. Well, you know what? This is what's weird. It's showing 8:53. Come down here. That's about the time frame we're looking for. 9:17.
Ooh, got one. GoPro, start recording. All right. Can't tell what this is. Oh my God. A turtle. That's not good. There, I'm gonna have to figure out how to grab that sucker. I think I got a plan here. Not 100% sure it'll work, but we'll try it. I'm gonna try to grab that damn head. I don't really want to. Got it. All right.
All right, so there was another piece of video. Now I do have it into the play part over here. Oh, I need to go to this sequence here. And I believe I have stacked these are your video rows, and I have stacked video. I'm thinking the turtle's in here. It is. Okay. So now between those 3 videos that we saw there, we didn't have the GoPro 2 on it.
Ooh, got one. GoPro, start recording. All right. Can't tell what this is. Oh my God. A turtle. That's not good. There, I'm gonna have to figure out how to grab that sucker. I think I got a plan here. Not 100% sure it'll work, but we'll try it. I'm gonna try to grab that damn head. I don't really want to.
Don't grab it on the line. Don't grab it on the line. There we go.
Got it.
You got it.
Rolling.
But that's the thing to take away with this is if you're using more than one video camera, be sure to sync the times all together. And then when you take the batteries out and put them back in, the GoPros will ask you, will tell you you need to enter the time manually or you need to use the GoPro app. I use the GoPro app and perhaps I'll show you how to use that here. And I would take note of when you put your video. I like to use different labels. Like all my GoPro is brown. GoPro 2 is brown, and GoPro 1 is yellow. I actually call that tan. This is mango here, and this is my kayak placement camera. Here's the Minico. It's a kind of, I guess they call that a forest green, or no, this is the forest green, and this is I can't remember if I wanted to look at it label. It might be Caribbean. No, it's teal. Say teal's check there. And I'm showing the I guess, how to check the time or how to update the time to the GoPros. And I guess the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that that particular GoPro is connected. And then you would click on control your GoPro. All right, this would be the next screen you see on your GoPro. And what you're going to want to do is click on the gear icon in the upper right hand corner to access the system menu. You're going to have to scroll down to get this set time and date. I can't. The GoPro, when it connects to the phone, it uses Wi-Fi, and I can't connect my phone to my PC when the GoPro is connected. So I have to take a snapshot and bring it up here and kind of explain what's going on. But the set and date time, you'll scroll down and you'll see that right here. You just click on that and it will update the GoPro's time and date. And you need to do that. What I'm doing right here is that I keep the audio on my USB drive over here, this Phantom HD. So I'm reading the memory card from this camera, the AKA SO camera, and I've driven them over here to my Phantom hard drive, and it's actually going to this drive right here, or this folder, I should say, right there, and you have to do that with each one of these cameras. And right now we got 3 minutes left, but it takes anywhere from a couple of hours to 18 minutes. And the GoPro 1 and GoPro 2 usually have more files. And this one, this AKSO, that one there is, it's got a full, it's pretty full, but at the same time, they're different type of files. The resolution's not that high. I can't do 66 frames per second, so they don't take as long to drag over as these GoPros do. And I will show you what I use to plug into my PC to stick the memory card in and transfer the data into this device, and then I can plug this into a USB or C USB. It's worked fairly well for me. It's compact, and you know, you can see the price there. So yeah, it works great. It works great. I haven't had any problems with it at all. I guess I'll just take you from what happened to me. I'll tell you exactly what happened to me. Um, you know, when you start something new, you don't know how everything's supposed to work, and so I go through this and I edit the video and everything looks great. So then you have to export it. Well, when you hit the export button, the software has to render the video, and during this rendering process, you get a lot of extra files. They call them rendering files, and they even have a button built in to delete them. And so if, you know, if you don't know what they are and never really dealt with this, you know, it doesn't mean anything to you. But I'm telling you that they you need to pay attention on how much hard drive space you are, because these rendering files will swallow it up. Now, on a different PC, I had a 250 gigabytes of free space on my C drive, and it only had one drive in it. Now, I did have USB drives put in there, and what I found out, that if you're going to do a 30-minute video or 20-minute video, you're going to need like 300 gigabytes of free space to get it to turn into an MP4 file. And I didn't have it, so I didn't. I started the rendering process, or the export process, and it would hang up. It would hang up for days, and I didn't know what was going on. And then it ended up telling me it errored out. But what I found out is my C drive got full, and the rendering didn't had the program still trying to render the files, but it didn't have anywhere to put them, and it would just kind of stop. It didn't error out. You know, it did eventually error out, but it was like, you know, 5 hours later it would error out, and I finally noticed that the C drive, after all that process, was full, and I had to go back there. And what I ended up doing is I deleted the rendering files, and that freed up the space to where I could use the PC for other things. And so I tried to use an SD card as a plug-in for an additional memory. And what I found out with the SD card is that the data transfer between the two is not fast enough to where you can actually use that type of external memory to process this film. And then I went and got a different, a USB plug-in hard drive, and I'll show these to you here in a minute. And it too didn't have an exchange rate fast enough to where I could process the video to turn it into an MP4. And so what I ended up doing is I found out that if I took a 20-minute video and I divided it up 3 ways, the rendering process to produce the first section, I turned it into an MP4. Then the next section, I'd render it, turn it into an MP4. The same with the third, and then I take the MP4s and I stick them together, and they need to be rendered, but the rendering files were a lot smaller, and then I was able to get it out the door that way. But let me tell you, it took a couple of weeks to figure all this was going on. I mean, I would edit the whole film, and I couldn't get it out of the computer up to YouTube. And so what I was doing is I was putting the camera in front of the screen and filming it as it's playing on the screen, and then I would be able to put that up on YouTube. Kind of crazy, I know, but that's what I had to do to get it out. But I ended up getting a new PC for me, and this one here has got the C drive is a Tetra. I've got the D drive is a 2 Tetra, and then I've got a USB that they call it a 4 Tetra, but it looks like it's just 3.63 Tetra, and it's actually a different type of USB drive. I found it actually plugs into the wall and plugs into your USB port, but it uses its own power to to operate. And what I've noticed is that since it uses its own power, and I go to rendering the video, my PC's fans aren't kicking on, and everything's been really smooth with it. And this one here happens to have an exchange rate just like the data exchange rate, just like your C drive does. So I can actually process videos right on it. And so now I can move all my videos and everything and process them over here on my E drive. And I will show you that. But it's something I learned, and I think that it's going to be useful to you. But if you've got a regular PC with less than 300 gigabytes, and you probably do have less than 300 gigabytes, then you're not going to be able to use that PC. I mean, it would be very difficult for you to use that PC. So take that, and I'll go out and find the items, and I'll show you what I have as far as the memory cards and stuff, what I've used. I'm currently using it, and it's worked very well for me. And this Phantom drive has that 7,200 RPM, and that's I kind of been out for a little bit, but of the PC world hardware, but the 7,200 RPM is what the C drives used to be, and I don't know if it's changed over the years or whatever, but and this one here does plug into the wall. See, you can see the right there is where the power source plugs into. There's your USB 3.0 outlet. Now the other one had that too, but although it was a different style. The big advantage of this is it doesn't, the wear and tear on your PC is going to be a lot less because when you render video, you're going to hear your PC, the fans are blowing and the thing's working, and it takes maybe a couple of hours to render video. So if you get this hard drive, you take that stress and you put it on the hard drive. Now the hard drive looks like it's made for, it's a really heavy duty thing, and so it looks like it's made for that kind of operation. This one here, I got I wonder what the 20 by Tetra cost. Woo. Yeah. For 4 times, I paid 120 for mine. 4 times Like it takes 5 times 120. It's about the same price either where you go. Yeah, so you're not saving any money by buying the bigger one. And I have no idea how the bigger one works. But I do recommend going to the Phantom Drive. It's going to alleviate a lot of wear and tear on your PC. You're going to be happier in the end, and you can process your videos faster. Okay, what I'm showing you here is I chose Adobe Premiere Pro. The reason why I chose it is because I saw some other YouTubers that I watch had said that they use it to do their film editing. There's others out there, and I'm sure that they work just as well, maybe even better. But once you make a choice, you're kind of. And I mean, put it this way: when you sign up for this, you're paying money, and in their subscription. Now, I got this subscription that includes Adobe stock, and they right here, and what that also gives me music and other things that I can, I guess, input into my videos. Now, YouTube does offer some. I don't know why I did that. Let me go back over here. YouTube does offer some free music and other sounds that you can get up there. But I went ahead and got the stock, the Adobe stock with the Premiere Pro, and you end up getting this whole package. I use the character animator to build my mascot. The Photoshop. I mean, it's a lot of programs in here. Some of them, I use the Illustrator to actually build the mascot, and the character animator actually puts the animation to it.
He's called
Premiere with the Master Trainer Valentina V. That was a very helpful, and I would highly recommend. If you want to use the Premiere Pro to watch this video getting started with Adobe Premiere Pro, and her training was like, it's like you go to school and pay for this. It's that quality of training. So I would use that, and it's going to take you a long way, and the course is fairly. I mean, it's 2 hours, but I like to work with it, so I've been watching it over and over again. And for each software you pick up, there is a YouTube. Adobe actually has some of these people out there that they make the videos, and they're part of the Adobe group, and they want you to learn to use the software. They want you to be good at it. So every software that you want to venture into, I would highly suggest you go look up the YouTube and watch it, and it'll help you along.
And you thought you only needed a GoPro. Surprise! Did you see that? Hi there! If you liked the video, hit subscribe. Have a good day!